Hey everyone, how are y'all doing today? Well, I just wanted to hop on because number one, I know how much you all love my cat Gappy, and I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate the support that I have gotten in regards to her, and I just want to hop on real quick just to update you all on how she's doing. We had an episode last night, and then I also wanted to share with you some happy mail that I got in the mail. And not real happy, but I'm trying. I had said in a previous video that I had lost my luster for life, that like things don't excite me as much as they used to, and so I was trying to kind of get myself pumped up a little bit. When you know that you're losing a loved one, it's like stickers don't really matter, or things just lose their value. You lose that luster. And so I said, okay, I've got to try to pick myself up. I can't let this get me down. I still got to keep moving forward. And I went and I got a subscription with Planny thing. And I was like, yay, I got my first subscription. And then I went ahead and I made a purchase with Coco Daisy. And I didn't want it to come today, but that's super fast shipping. So I said, well, I will share with you all what her A5 and her standard journals look like. I mean, you can get a subscription where you get a journal every month. It's like $13 plus shipping and handling. So you're going to pay a lot of money for this just one book. You're better off making your own. So I thought I would share that with you. But I did want to also update y'all on Gappy. As y'all know, I've had her for 18 years. They were going to throw her in the garbage and the dumpster. Her mother didn't want her because she had the extra little thumbs, so her little hands looked like mittens, and the mother rejected her. And so I got her that way and cared for her ever since she was 4 weeks old. So me and her have been through things so much together. We are very close. I mean, like we can finish each other's sentences type close. So last night she had a difficult time going to the bathroom, and it was real bad, y'all. I'll spare you the details, but it was really bad. And I was like, she's either going to have a heart attack or cause herself to have hemorrhoids because she was so clogged up. And the doctor said it was because of her medication, but it's never been this bad before. Something shifted in Gappy that caused her to take a turn for the worse. So we rushed her to the hospital, and they gave her an enema, and they were like, yeah, this cat is about gone. They were very worried for her. They gave me Miralax and a powder and a little syringe and instructions on how to administer it and so forth. And they wanted to do an x-ray, but I told them, well, she has a doctor's appointment Thursday, which is like tomorrow, because it was after midnight. It was like 3:30 when we finally left. And so she said, well, please make sure that she gets an x-ray because she needs to be in triage or put down because she's in so much discomfort, struggling to breathe and all that kind of stuff. But at least we got her to go to the bathroom. At least they cleaned out her intestines, her tract, and she's fine. So here is where the problem comes in, guys. I was hungry. I was thirsty. I was tired. I needed to go to the bathroom myself. Gary was a mess. He was already drugged up because he had taken his pain medication. And, we were ready to settle down for the night when this happened. So this took us off guard. So we hadn't even had dinner yet. And so I reverted to my old ways, and I said, hey, let's go to McDonald's because that's the only thing that's going to be open. at 3:30 in the morning. I'm hungry and I'm nauseous. And Gary said, well, you want me to take this exit and I can go to this particular McDonald's? And he said, tell me what you want me to do. And I'm like, I really can't think right now because I'm really trying to concentrate on keeping Gappy comfortable. And I said, I don't care what you do. Go ahead. Yeah, go, go, go. And I should have said, stay on the highway. I always tell him whenever we go someplace, always the highway, because I get nauseous on, back roads, and stay on the highway. And I didn't stop to think that Gary was going to go and drive on a road that had a pothole on it. And now he's in a Wrangler, okay? Wranglers are rough riders. They are not comfortable, smooth rides. So when he went over that pothole, there was another pothole, and Gappy screamed. Something in her shifted so bad that she was in so much pain. Like, I thought we were going to have to turn around and go right back to the hospital. But we got her home, and she was in real bad shape, worse than what she was in, when she left the hospital. And her tongue was hanging out. She was salivating. She was moaning and struggling to breathe. And I was really sure that she was going to pass away last night. So I just made her comfortable. And I said, I know there's nothing we can do but leave her in God's hands. So we prayed, of course, and I just trusted and believed God. And I said, Lord, she's yours anyway. You just gave her to me to care for her. She's yours. Go ahead and take her. I'm ready for you to take her. I don't want her to suffer. I'm ready for you to take her. I'm ready to move forward. And so we didn't really get much sleep at all last night. Gary has a procedure. He has a CT scan that needs to be done today. And then he has another procedure that he has to go get done, for his prostate. And we're really, really scared about that because his blood test came back pretty bad. So I got a sick cat and a sick husband. And I'm overwhelmed, overworked, overworried. When I say overworried, I mean it's a lot of thinking that I have to do. I got to think for him. I got to think for me. I got to think for Gappy. And it's like all this thinking and things I got to do to take care of everything and to help everybody. And I'm like drained. So anyway, Gary left to go get his CT scan. He's getting that done now. And I couldn't be there for him. I wanted to go. I was supposed to go, but I got to stay here with Gappy. The CT scan is not that far away, and he's not going to be there that long. And I was really going to go because but after Gappy taking that turn last night, I was like, no, I can't go. And then we were going to, this Dollar Tree trip that I'm on. So forget that. So anyhow, we were Googling stuff, and we were just convinced that she was going to pass away last night. So as you can see over there, I got all of the remaining of her things packed up to donate. And I said, because if she makes it through tonight, I will take her to see the doctor tomorrow with their regular scheduled appointment. And yes, I did talk to the doctor. The doctor called me. We all communicated. They got the paperwork from the emergency room hospital. My doctor, Gappy's doctor, is very much aware of what's going on. They think that something else is wrong with her. They think that this is more than just the cancer. They think that there is something else that's going on with her because of all the symptoms that she's having. And so tomorrow she's going to get blood work done, I think, and definitely the x-ray to find out what else is going on with her. She said it's either going to be triage or either we're going to have to put her down. And triage is super duper expensive. And Gappy being 88 years old, 18 years old, they don't, she's out. She's, they don't, it's a miracle that, she's made it this far, and lived a really good, healthy life. So I don't want her to suffer. I don't want to prolong her life by any unnatural way, or I want God to just take her smoothly, sweetly, and peacefully, you know, and just let nature have its way. But I do not want her to suffer. If keeping her alive means that she's going to be suffering, she's going to be uncomfortable, then, tomorrow's the day, you know. So now Gary's going to take off from work again tomorrow. And because he thinks that tomorrow's the day that we're going to put her down, I said, well, let's just see what the Lord is going to do. If we have to put her down tomorrow, then we will put her down, because she can't take her medication. If Gappy cannot take her medication, guys, she is going to die. She has to take that steroid, and she has to take her thyroid medicine. So it's, it's headed in that direction. She has not had her medication today. I cannot give it to her. I'm going to try to give it to her, So I went and I checked on her again, and it looked like she was improving. The breathing is still pretty bad, but not as bad. Her tongue is not hanging out like it was. It's in her mouth. I could not believe it. God is good. Her tongue is back in her mouth. And I didn't feel to see if there was any saliva or anything, but I will check to see if there is, but I had to put more covers on the bed, just in case she accidentally pees herself, and just to keep her dry, So the doctor said, right now, keep her comfortable. That is the most important thing. If she doesn't get her medication today, okay, fine. I'm going to see her tomorrow. So it's early tomorrow morning. So the whole thing is just to keep her comfortable. And so I'm going to load all of her stuff in the back of Gary's Jeep. And if Gappy does not come home with us tomorrow, all her stuff is being donated so that another cat can use it. And it will help us to do what we got to do. And there it is. So that's the update with Gappy. I just want you to pray that God's will be done with her, and just pray that if it is God's will for her to leave, that it will be a sweet, smooth, and painless, and that we find out what's going on. I'm willing to pay for these x-rays tomorrow, just so that I can know what's going on with her. But I'm not going to let them put her in triage and keep her there overnight. That is absolutely out of the question. And there's no sense in doing blood work, because then you got to wait for that to come back. So it's like, do this x-ray and find out what is going on with her, find out what is causing all of this, and then take it from there. But today, guys, I'm just going to spend my time just being near her and just being there with her. But I'm so angry at myself last night, because we did not go to McDonald's, by the way. But I'm just saying, I hate that about myself. It's like always trying to find an excuse to go to McDonald's or to eat some type of fast food. I've been doing so well not eating, I have my own burgers. I have my 647 buns, my vegan cheese, my organic 90% lean ground beef. Whenever I have a craving for a burger, I have my own. I have the Alexa French fries that you put in the air fryer. I don't have to do that. And I'm really mad at myself. Like, you defaulted last night. And if you had not defaulted, Gary would have stayed on the highway, and Gappy would not have went into a worse situation. And I feel like if Gappy does pass away, it's on you, because of you and your stupid, greedy, always got to go to a fast food place. And I've been doing so good, and last night, it just really pissed me off because, and then I was even thinking, Pam, what are you going to eat at McDonald's? You promised you weren't going to eat another burger. There's no fillet of fish. There's no chicken sandwiches after midnight. So what are you going to eat at McDonald's but a hamburger? You're going to break your promise. And, but you were still going to let Gary go. You can wait till to get home to eat, and it was just rough. I'm just really ashamed of myself. I really and truly am. And last week I didn't work out not one day. And you want to know why? Because of Gappy's situation. Because Gappy had a bad incident last week, and I was concerned about her, and we thought she was going to pass, and I used that as an excuse to say, I'm not working out. I don't care about working out. I'm not working out. I'm just going to be there for Gappy. I should have worked out. It ain't but 20 minutes on that freaking elliptical right over there, but I used that as an excuse to not work out, and I just realized something about myself. I'm trifling. That's how I feel. I'm trifling. I don't like to work out, even if it's 20 minutes on the elliptical to help my knees, to help my back, to help my overall health. I don't like to do it. I don't like working out. I like walking. I like hiking, and I can't do that because of my knees anymore. And it's like, I don't want to work out. And I will, not intentionally, but I will just unconsciously and habitually, seems like anything to not work out, anything to have a reason to eat out. And I've been doing so good, so, I'm really ashamed of myself. I really and truly am. And because of me, last night, Gappy suffered. We should have just came straight back home on that highway, and she would have been fine. Well, not fine, but, she would have been better. But because of me, big greedy gut, want to go to, McDonald's because that was the only thing that was open, just so we could get some food. That was just so stupid and selfish of me, and I got a little bit of a conviction from the Holy Spirit. You're going to break your promise. There's nothing. What are you going to eat at McDonald's this late at night other than a burger? But no, you still let Gary go. And you had every opportunity to tell him to stay on the highway. You could have stayed on the highway, so I know some of y'all are probably saying shame on you. Some of you are probably saying, well, you know what, Pam, don't beat yourself up about it. You're human. You've given Gappy so much, and God is still in control, and whatever he allows to happen, it happens for a reason, and all that stuff. I get it. I 100% get it. But I still am ashamed of myself. I really and truly am. And it was just a rough night. I mean, even NyQuil couldn't keep me to sleep because I was so concerned. She's slept right beside me in bed. She's in my bed right now, but I got some old covers on my bed, in case, she gets sick or anything like that. But right now she seems to be stable. Her tongue is back in her mouth. Her breathing is better. I don't know what's going on with her, but I know that there's something else going on. And the nurse at the emergency room said that this is more than just her tumor that was in her neck, this in her throat. This is more than that. There's something else going on with your cat, and she needs a really good x-ray to get all the angles to find out what is going on inside of her body. And they were thinking, did she have a stroke? Is it possible that Gappy had a stroke? And we just don't know. We just don't know. She's literally 88 years old. So we just don't know what's going on with her. So thankfully, if Gappy makes it through the night, we'll have her to see the doctor early in the morning tomorrow and get those extra x-rays done. We just had x-rays done just 3 weeks ago. So we're gonna get more X-rays done again to see what the deal is. But it is Gabby is a fighter, man. I'm telling you, she is fighting for her life. She's just fighting for her life, and she's one tough cookie. So I just wanted to ask y'all, pray for my husband. Pray that he does not have prostate cancer. Pray that it's whatever his issue is. His issue with the all the things that I had told y'all before, that you will just pray that he will be all right, that God will get us through it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know God is going to get us through. He always does. He's faithful. He's just. And he's so loving and he's so caring for us. But I just still ask, the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So I'm asking you to please pray for my husband, that God will work, get him better, that things will be better for him. And that, he can have a better quality of life. And pray that, that if God is ready to take Gabby out, that he would give her a sweet, painless transition out of here to suffer no more. Like I said, guys, I really appreciate y'all's support, the comments, the messages. I appreciate it so, so much. So I'm just asking you to keep my family in your prayers. And, it would be great to bring all of this stuff back home tomorrow, because they found out what was wrong and they would be able to fix it, and Gabby's going to live, and we don't have to donate any more of her stuff, but I got it packed up because we have to go right past the donation center. So I said, if Gabby doesn't come home with us tomorrow, we're dropping that stuff off. It's as simple as that. And then we are going to, start living our life. We're going to start living. And I'm done, guys. No more pets after this. No more pets. I don't want another pet bee. I don't want another pet cat. I don't want another pet bird. I don't want another pet rabbit. I'm done with it. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard if you're a person who loves animals and you love hard and then you lose them. It's whew, I can't put words into it. And I told Gary, we need to get you better, and and we need to get out. We need to start traveling again. We need to start to go back to doing the things that we used to do. We always would go sailing. We would go on cruise ships, and we would go to the ocean, and we would go to Science Center, and we would go to the aquarium, and we would go to museums. We used to do those types of things. We would take long drives to go into different cities and different counties, and visit different places and different things like that. We would go to Virginia. We would go to Pennsylvania, and we would go and we would do things, we would, after COVID, everything just went downhill. We just broke our chain. We broke the chain, We stopped going to places that we would normally go on the same day every year. And, so our little routine broke, with the failing health of both of our cats, with the failing health of ourselves. Me and him, and you guys know my situation because I've shared it with y'all throughout, with the Manjaro and all the other things that I've been through, my knees, and now my insurance won't cover my knee injections, and might have to get knee replacement because my knees are bone on bone. It's it's like, okay, the Lord is letting me know that this part of my life is coming to a close, and we're going into a new phase, a new life, a new way of living. And it is what it is. It is what it is. So there you go. So yes, please pray for my husband. Like I said, his blood work didn't come back very good. And a lot of the things, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, is if Gary would read directions and pay attention to what he needs to take and remember to take his vitamins and the right quantity of vitamins. And it's like, you got to read labels. You know, you can't just assume that you just take one tablet a day. You can't just take your vitamins only once a week. You got to invest in your body. You got to invest in your body. I'm talking about the internal stuff. You know, you got to take your vitamins. You've got to. I cannot stress that enough. You know, it's crazy. You know, your body just needs a lot of help, and it takes a lot of work, you know, to be faithful to taking your medication properly, taking your supplements properly, and consistently, you know, because if you don't, you're going to feel it at our age, because our body is just not able to do what it used to do, you know, when we were younger, you know. So I encourage you all, if you're, you know, in that situation, please follow your doctor's orders, ask questions, please ask questions, and, you know, beat the heck out of your doctors to get information on what to do and how to do it, you know, and write things down, because I'm telling you from experience, you know, when you get old and you get tired and you get frustrated, you make mistakes and you slip up. You really do. So anyway, we are at 26 minutes of me just sharing my life with you all. But again, please say a prayer for my family. Now, I know this is probably going to be inappropriate, because after saying all that, why would you give a rat's tail about Cocoa Daisy? But I said I was going to show it to you, so I'm going to show it to you. I bought this A5 from Cocoa Daisy, and I just thought that the paper was so nice. A journal that's pre-decorated, you know, like a junk journal. And I just thought that this was just so cute. I just wanted to try Cocoa Daisy. Probably won't buy anything else from them unless it's another one of these A5 books. But I just love how every page is decorated. So nice, and I like the quality of the paper. So I just thought that I would share that with y'all. So this is the desert theme. So that's pretty. I'm not sure how many pages you get, but this is cute, and you can decorate the front however you see fit. And then there it says Cocoa Daisy. Now look at that. It is so beautiful outside. Look at that sky. I love it. I want to go sit outside. It's nice and cool outside. All right. So anyhow, here's another one that I picked, and this one is for February. Now, of course, I'm going to get rid of that. And this one says March, so I'm going to cover that up. These books were on sale for $11 because they're old. But I just thought it was just so cute. And like I said, I was trying to pick myself up. I was trying to, get that little bit luster back in. Try to get a little bit excited about stickers and when all this happened, guys, I was actually writing in my cat journal. I have a journal, happy planner with the Planners Anonymous Melody Fierce, which is animal print. And that was dedicated to just writing down, journaling stories about Gappy and Andy and all of the other animals that I come in contact with. It was just an animal journal. And I was writing about Andy when all of this happened last night. Oh, it was rough last night, guys. It was really rough. So this is how this looks. It's a cute theme. I just wanted to try Cocoa Daisy, y'all. I'm sorry. And it got here really fast. So I got these 2 books. I probably won't purchase from them again, but I do recommend them. Their stuff is quality. It's no doubt about it. Their stuff is quality. And if you like having something already made up like this is great. Not sure how many sheets are in here, but check it out. Check out Cocoa Daisy if you haven't already. All right, guys, so I'm going to go and I'm going to check on Gappy, and I'm going to do something with myself. And like I said, I thank you so much for your love and your support, your kind words. I appreciate it so much. You just don't know how much I appreciate it. So do me a favor, guys. Please say a prayer for my family. And I will see y'all in the next video. God bless you. I love you all. I'll see you later.